don't care about them. They'll be fine.
No, it makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking about I feel like you've totally reframed what people should be looking for.
Can I ask you though, because I might be wrong, for a man's perspective, is that correct or not really? Is there something that you would say that you need a little bit more or less of?
Let me think on that. It's a great question.
Because what I'm trying to say is that because sometimes I meet men and they meet a wonderful woman. They've put a lot of energy, invested a lot into her. They're very loyal to each other. But because there's no attraction left,
of course,
they turn to pornography too much. That is a very slippery slope. And I that's why a little bit they need some lust in there first and foremost. All those other properties can be valued in a woman.
Well, it goes back to what we were saying earlier. You told us why women cheat. This is why men cheat, right?
Unfortunately, it's a big factor. And we like to think that people cheat simply because they're narcissists and simply because they're like that. There are some men that come that way. There are some men that genuinely, no matter who they're with, no matter what the relationship is, they're too broken to be faithful. They feel uncomfortable being faithful. They're going to cheat on everyone. But a lot of the time, they are deprived of intimacy, either because they just didn't choose a woman that was attracted to them to begin with, or they ruin the intimacy by inviting too much pornography or alternatives into the relationship, and now they've got no intimacy left with their partner. But when they do lose the intimacy, they lose the motivation to be loyal. They think they're more likely to be loyal to a woman that gives them good intimacy than a woman that gives them a good life, because they think their motivation to be loyal decreases as their sexual intimacy dies in their relationship. So they're more likely to be open to it. So I always tell people, try and guard your marriage by embedding the intimacy in it as regularly as you can.